I'm bored. I'm so over this. This is not fun anymore. I'm done with tidying cupboards. I don't know how the money will stretch another month. These are just some of the comments I've heard this week when people speak about how they're feeling at the moment. And I know they echo many others. For some, this has been tough from the beginning, for a whole range of reasons. But for others, there have been many positives during this time of lockdown. My house is tidier than it's ever been. We've had some great times doing stuff we normally never get around to doing. I'm going to miss having all that time, I've heard said. The longer that the lockdown goes on, though, the more people seem to be struggling with aspects of our current pattern of life. Early on, when I started delivering these messages, I talked about how, in the Bible, we see Paul using the metaphor of running a race for life and faith. In Hebrews chapter 12, Paul says, "And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." I think we can sometimes take that metaphor too far, maybe, missing its original point. The thing about a race is that it has a finish line. Paul's finish line is at the end of life's journey. If we are comparing with a normal race, though, when we reach that line, we stop, have a few hours or days recovering, and then we get on with life. At the beginning of the London Marathon, the runners pass some really big landmarks. I haven't run it, but I wonder if that must feel exciting. The novelty of running through such iconic landmarks with so many others, full of enthusiasm and energy for the race ahead. By contrast, in the New York Marathon, most of the major landmarks are towards the end of the route. Probably pure coincidence as a result of geography, but I can't help wondering if it might also help some of those runners. Almost as if someone understands the need to keep something to inspire, to hold on to when you reach the end stages of a race and wonder if you can keep going. In these present times, we are increasingly realizing that there is no finish line in the way that there is in a race. In fact, it often feels like any finish line that there might have been keeps being moved, if it feels like it's even there at all. Can you imagine running a marathon and just as you approach the 20-mile mark, the finish line has moved a few miles further on? There isn't going to be a day when we wake up and just get on with living life the way we knew it before the current pandemic with all of its restrictions. The ability to mentally address that reality will have an impact on how we cope in the here and now. It isn't easy, and we need to support each other to do this in whatever way works for each of us. Paul invites us not to fix our eyes on a finish line, but on Jesus. As we pass through the many points on the way on this journey we're all on, what may help us is to focus not on a specific point in time when everything will be normal again, but instead to focus on a loving God who promises to hold us throughout all the moments of change and who offers us hope.